exist based on wrong teaching, and it shall triggered a lot of things. Then people started calling for justice. Justice for Deborah. Justice for Deborah. The young guys who killed her, the police said they have escaped to Niger Republic. How? You did not arrest them or something when that happened? We tried to arrest them, but it's very difficult. Are you being serious? Months after, we later realized that they were actually arrested. They were arrested, okay? And the same day they were released. However, when people raised the alarm, they arrested them again. This time around, they now say they charged them to court. But here is the twist. The police that arrested these killers charged them to court they didn't charge them to court for murder. They charged them to court for public disturbance. They did not charge them for murder or using religion to kill other people. No, they didn't. Then, to make it worse, the police didn't go to court anymore. It got to a stage that the court got tired. That if the police will not come to court to come and fight the case, the court was going to free them. Court actually discharged and acquitted them without trying them at all. But that is not the story I want to share with you tonight. It is the story of Rhonda. Rhonda, like everyone else, reacted to the killings of Deborah, lynching of Deborah. And according to everyone in the know, Rhonda decided to, Rhonda received, Rhonda is on the left, okay? That's Rhonda on the left, okay? With her family, her husband and her 2 children. All right? So here is the story, okay? Rhonda was arrested. According to this news report, I'm going to read that to you. Just keep staring at that screen. So that you are staring at the screen, Deborah is on the left. Deborah is on the right. That's Deborah on the right, killed a year ago by Islamic fundamentalist or extremist jihadists in northern Nigeria who were supposed to be students who were going to school, educated though, but they are jihadist terrorists, okay? But now, here is Rhonda. They said that Rhonda, a Christian woman in northeast Nigeria, is on trial after being held incommunicado for more than 4 months on blasphemy charges for forwarding a WhatsApp message, sources said, right? Rhonda Yao Jutao, that's her name, 45, was arrested in Bauchi State in May, just 4 days after Deborah was killed. Rhonda was arrested, and the arrest, let me first read the report anyway. So yeah, they said after receiving a WhatsApp message from Ghana condemning the gruesome killing of Deborah Emmanuel Yakubu, a university student in Sokoto State, also falsely accused of blasphemy Islam. Jatau, that is Rhoda Jatau, shared the message condemning Yakubu's, which is Deborah's May 12th death, with colleagues in Warji County, and Muslims who saw it accused her of blasphemy and sought to kill her. Security agents from the Department of State DSS, Nigeria Secret Police, arrested her on May 20, 8 days after Deborah was killed. They arrested Jutao, Rhoda. So, and she was incarcerated when Muslim mobs stormed her house seeking to kill her. Okay? So, now they said ever since her arrest, Mrs. Jatau has been detained in prison over false accusation of blasphemy, charged with inciting public disturbance, exciting contempt, attorney. Now, I'm going to, in fact, they said the charges, they said she was accused of inciting inciting public disturbance, exciting contempt of religious creed, and cyber stalking. Effort to secure a bail or secure bail for Jatau, a health worker with the Warji local government area, have been frustrated and denied by government authorities and leaders of Islamic groups in the state. The charges accused Jatau of Tudunwada Aleri of posting a video that disparages Allah, Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, his parents, and the entire Muslim community to a WhatsApp group of the Primary Healthcare Authority of Warji local government area, allegedly with the intent to cause religious crisis. The charges allege that she thus violated Section 114, 210 of the Penal Code Law and Section 24, subsection 1B1 of Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention Act 2015. Gatu was held for 2 weeks before she was charged, and since then, she has been held incommunicado in prison as authorities and Muslim leaders in the state delayed her trial. An application for bail was filed on July 20 after she was held the legal maximum of 2 months without trial, but it was not assigned to a judge until July 26. And by then, judges had gone on vacation. It was in August that the application was reassigned to a vacation judge who heard it for the first time on August 11. Right? So, information we obtained from Mrs. Jatau shows that the WhatsApp message she received and shared in her group was for caution against violence and against the use of derogatory language in addressing other people's faith. But that was not the interpretation by the Muslims. And since the occurrence of the incident in May 2022, there have been campaigns by Muslims for Mrs. Jatau to be killed for blasphemy against Muhammad. I am not talking about Afghanistan. This you are hearing from me is not from Iraq or Iran. Trust me, it is from northern Nigeria. A woman has been held for over a year, over 1 year, nearly 1 year and a half, for sharing a video that preached against religious violence, and any cause of violence or against anyone because of their faith. The Muslims, this is what happened. The Muslims, this Islamic fanatics in Bauchi State decided to kill her. And the Daura Secret Service under APC, Egbekegbe, they kidnapped her. Initially, they said they were keeping her for her own safety, only for them to charge her. This is a woman that reacted to the killing of another Christian by Islamic mobs, terrorists, who happen to be students of a university in northern Nigeria. And justice, as some will say, justice for this. How many people are you going to scream justice for in an unjust society? I mean, you don't have to wait till you become the victim before you realize that we are toast. A woman that shared a video that wasn't inciting anything, but because of the Islamic leaders, terrorists, Islamic northern leaders, who wanted her killed. But since the mob couldn't kill her, Nigeria constitution couldn't protect her, rather they are using that to punish her. Blaspheming law in Nigeria. Just few days ago, they finally released another guy, Tani Olorun. These are also championed by Islamic fundamentalists and Islamic terrorists of Ilorin. All of their emir and some of these Islamic fundamentalists too, where it is all about subjugation. Subdue them. Show them that They cannot mess with Islam. Don't try that nonsense with Islam. Don't talk like that with us, we'll kill you. But we have the moderate Islamist that also acknowledges this. They will tell you, listen, Islam is not by force, it's a religion of peace. And they believe that. But you know something? Those who are supposed moderate Islamists, moderate Muslims, they may not tell you this. Those who have been very much truthful to themselves, they will tell you, they themselves are afraid of this fundamentalist. You see those moderate Muslims that will tell you, that doesn't mean that you have to, not all Muslims are like that. We know that all these ones are just doing it out of, they are like misled. These are people who have been taught by some people who are, like this is not Islam. But they will not tell you that they themselves, they are scared of these people because the same treatment will be meted at them if they dare try to stop them. So they have given up. Rather, they would rather comply. And that is a threat to all of us who will never bow to any religion or any religious ideas. Those of us who believe in live and let live. Do you understand that now? That is going to be a problem. Okay? If you have jihadists that are killing people in the name of Allah, in the name of Muhammad, and you, moderate Muslim, you acknowledge this, but you easily take offense when the victims of this fundamentalist speaks out. I understand that some of you are afraid of them too. They will cut off your head if you try to tell them to stop. I'm only appealing to you that look at this injustice and deny if you have been one of those who have been sort of excusing them for it. They locked somebody up because they said he insulted their emir of Ilorin. He insulted Muslims. And you are a moderate Muslim, but these fundamentalists to you, they haven't gone too far enough. Tani Olorun should be counting himself lucky. If it's another place now, they would have killed him because you won't kill somebody. You know it's barbaric. Abi, you know it's totally mental to say you are killing people because they say something about your religion. That you have an ideology, you have a religion. Nobody can criticize it. Nobody can say anything about any of your prophet and the rest of that. They should be killed and the rest, right? You can't do it. But you take offense. And therefore, people should be very careful. There will be problems. And it's not just for maybe Christians. Even some of us, we say we don't get any religion. We should have the liberty to criticize your religion. Criticize everybody. It's a belief. It should never trigger you to kill people. Your belief, your faith should never trigger you to kill people to justify it. That is terrorism. But you see so many of I have my moderate Muslim friends, so they are like moderate. They won't kill people. They will never kill people. But when you see the injustice of those who actually protect the terrorists that are willing to kill people because they are told they can kill people in the name of Allah, and the injustice and those who are reacting to it triggers you. But you are not a terrorist. You can't kill somebody. It's not allowed in Islam and all of that. But you take offense when somebody whose life has been altered, whose life has been taken, simply because they said it's blasphemy against Allah. And you are like, hey, it's true now. Nobody will take that nonsense. What the hell is wrong with you? You have a God, a very powerful one. A very powerful one that created people, created all of us, give us life and everything. You can't do that. And that same your God cannot fight for himself when people go wrong. You have to do it and fight for that God and defend that God. You know what I mean? Or use your position to deny Nigerians their liberty and freedom. And you are saying there is going to be peace. It is called the peace of the graveyard. It won't last. I promise you. That woman is locked up and they have kept her incommunicado. She did not do anything wrong. She is a Nigerian. Supposedly somebody who have a right. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. Like, you know, two guys are at the airport. And something happened, right? And then you say, I'm an American. Sorry, I don't have any accent. I'm just going to make it up. And it's not going to even sound American. So don't even think, what's this accent, Mayego? I'm trying to sound like an American, but I know it's not going to ever sound like an American. It's just going to be like an Ijebu American or, you know, Osapa London. Sometimes these days, if you say, I did London, I say, hello. AK, where you did now? Say, sorry, I did London. AK, you don't go London. Now I did London. Why you they shout? I'm just relaxed. I just woke up. AK. So you did London. You go London. You know if you tell your party. I'm going to tell you that they go London. Now waiting be big day. AK London. And they will say, no, I did Osapa London. Osapa London. That's in Lagos. And then you begin to sound like you just be like person we come London for 2 weeks. They come to London for 2 weeks holiday. And before you know it, they return back to Nigeria. They don't get accent. So how much is the ball, eh? Say, what do you say, man? I said, how much is the ball, eh? Like that roasted plantain? Roasted plantain ball, eh? Could you de sorodada now? Ball, eh? 2 weeks, you just spent 2 weeks in London, eh? And I don't get accent, so I just thought I should let you know. So don't judge me. Two guys at the airport facing the counters, right? And then you just saw one that started saying, I'm an American, man. You can talk to me like that, man. I told you it's not going to sound like an American. It's even embarrassing. I'm not going to do it again. Because, I don't know, like, I don't know what it's going to be like in 20 years' time when my children will see this video. They'll just be like, see our daddy, top fooling. On social media now, they will say, is there any top fooling that you have seen on social media? Something that makes you feel like, how could somebody be fooling himself like this? And then you'll be seeing some of these videos and say, oh, this one wins it. Oh, that one is the best. 20 years time, my children will just be like, Papa, they fool himself. They try to form saying it could make up, it could kind of speak like an American, so I'm not going to do it again. But what I'm trying to say here is this. An American is telling somebody that like he's an American. You can't talk to me like that. You can't do that to me. You can't, you know what I mean? I'm an American. See, I'm doing it again. You Nigerian self go there, cause they say, oh yeah, you here. Oh yeah, take off your clothes. Come on your pants. Oh yeah, open your yansh. Bend down. More see the hole. Open. And then you come vex and say, do you know who you talk to? I am a Nigerian. Do you know a Nigerian? I say, Baba, who are you? Who are you? I'm a Nigerian. The giant of Africa. Say, Ogbeni, open your yansh, if you get drunk inside or not. Who care about you, Nigeria? Now, because you even be that Nigerian, and you are proud, yeah. Oh, yeah, kneel down. Do doggy. Oh, yeah, bend down well. Bend down. May your ass they go up like that. We won't put touch inside. Americans, they say they be Americans. They say I'm a Canadian. You can't treat me like that. I'm a British. You can't talk to me like that. You self can't go there. They say I'm a Nigerian. Who you be? Who gave you that right? In Nigeria, where you are just treated like a statistics, you have no rights. None. Somebody can lock you up and then that's it. Where you won't go and say, I'm a Nigerian. How can you treat me like... Even in America, Americans will be saying, why is this going on? This is the United States of America. You can't take my gun. Like when America, they tell you about gun. All of us, when we say they fear gun. You know that thing? All of us, when they fear gun. You go to the my fourth amendment, my second amendment. Loni pe everybody ngbe jagamu kakiri, any small thing. I know even if you argue with somebody from my street and say, he say, F you. You say, F you. And he say, I'm going to hand you, man. And he say, I'm going to hand you too. Papa, you know if you do that in America, but when you see them talk about that right of their gun, you will say, if you do anyhow, you remember if they won't rob you in Nigeria, once they say, hey, look down, don't look at me, look down. And I just open it and say, here you see your life or your phone. Don't shout, look front. You will come blessing the pour water for your body, say, yeah, mugbe. Hey, yebon. All right, sir, thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, continue to say, I love you, sir. What is your PIN? What is your ATM PIN number? Oh, yeah. Answer. They never shoot gun, no. You don't even know if I told you. All of us, we come from that background. We understand. But in America, they just, you go on a date with somebody. Boyfriend, friends, let's go on a date. I can't go date. Instead of talking about, which school did you go to? What do you do? And all of that. They go first one clear the line. You carry? You carry? Carry no be say person will carry money. Oh. You know, say in Nigeria, you go say, that guy carry well. Oh. That guy carry. Oh. If they say somebody carry well. Oh. National Rambo for America. Oh. So boyfriend girl go say, are you carrying? I say, yeah, I'm officially carrying. Americans talking about their rights. Now you go consider and they say, which kind of be this? Now gun, you they say, now you cannot take away our gun. You can't take away my gun, man. You can't take away my gun. Oh, you're gonna shoot me. America go see person with the whole gun. Fuck you, you know, and he go there, go say, you gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me? Are you gonna shoot me? Come on, shoot me. Okay, do it. I say, to your long, Baba. You get extra life for house, in it. So somebody will travel 10,000 kilometers from Orile to what do you call it? Oregon. He can't reach Oregon. Person they can't come up gun. He don't pick race like it be kuni. Me will be say they run. Police they rob for a Ilukweju. And because say we need to run away. I mean, sorry, armed robbers they rob for Association Avenue in the Ilukweju. Yeah. And because they just you will see the armed robbers park. They will park and they're like, bah. Anybody they run. Baba. Now just bah. I hear. But I still need to run my street and all of that. You go call the run zigzag. Because straight bullet will hit you. Me, we be say I be small picking. At that age, I knew if I see gun, even if they no shooter, I might run zigzag. You go they run zigzag on the street until you see somewhere where you go run enter. Then you go come to thank God. So me, I go come go somewhere because they say, shoot me, man. You're gonna shoot me, man. You know? But I kind of wanted you to see what right means. Sure, you understand now. Right off, say, no, you can't do that to us and all of that because I'm an American. I have the right to own my own gun. I have the right this or that. In Nigeria, you have no rights. Right, Woloni. It's about power. And somebody can lock you up and throw the keys away. And the court, the compromised court, if they manage to get you a judge that is going to hear your case in 6 months. Now, from there, you could begin to know, say, I don't get any rights in this country. Because I don't even understand how Nigerians who are in prison, locked up by powerful people who could do that to them. Powerful bodies, pastors, Afas, and all of these people, politicians who can just lock you up. And the court is going to abide by that and say, we adjourn to December 2025. Oluwami, this is November 2023. Are you going to teach us our job? Oh yeah, December 2026. That is the kind of country. And you have no right. They will say, sit down there. You have no right. And you have no right. So I'm telling you all of this because when you say justice for one, it should be justice for all. Injustice to one, it should be injustice to all, right? Injustice anywhere should be seen as injustice everywhere. Don't wait till you become a victim. Nigeria is the weapon fashioned against us. And these criminals, they are the, what do you call it? They are the driver of such. Now it's up to you to choose the size of your chain. Or if you are going to melt your own chain into a sword, the option is always going to be before us. Before I become a victim too, because I know one of these days or anytime when this whole madness continues, even me, Mayegu, sitting before you today, I will end up being a victim too. I have told you this before. Yesterday's survivors, they are today's victims. Today's survivors, they are tomorrow's victims. You always have the choice before you. What you have to do with your own chain. I have told you this before. The current slavery that we have, 21st century slavery, is now psychological. You are no longer walking about with chains in your hands, shackles in your necks to appear as a slave. All of those have now turned to psychological drive. And that is why the revolution of the mind that we're talking about starts with feeding yourself with the right information and putting yourself in position where you can indeed stop living in denial or lying, or like living in denial or lying to yourself. From that same mental state, you can actually melt that chain. You can melt it. Take it off. Okay? Put it in that hot furnace. All right? And melt it. And inside that same brain, your brain can begin to carry sword instead of chain. Think about that. I'll go make another tea. Then I'll come back and take calls. Remember, if you are still with me, take a moment and then like the video if you can, or if you haven't already. When I get back, I'll take a few calls, then we'll call it a night. Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much to every one of you who indeed went under that video to drop your own like. So I have a caller here. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello,
CA
sir.
from Atlanta.
CA, you're back. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, sir.
Great.
Yeah, two issues. Yeah, Nigeria, Wike is playing God, just like Jagaban did in Lagos. I did the same, the same footprint. So, of course, he's going to get all the support he wants. because that's the rule book of Jagaban. So Wike is doing the same thing too, but everything has a time limit. It's going to come to an end soon, one day. Then this religious stuff, man, it's scary and it's serious. Something has to be done. You know, I don't know what our Christian leaders are doing. They are scared to touch the topic. But I mean, something has to be done. It's frightening.
In 2023, they are still talking about blasphemy in Nigeria. Blasphemy.
It's frightening.
And people are actually like waiting to be killed for blasphemy right now in Nigeria. No joke.
And the problem I have is the so-called moderate Muslims, they won't speak up. They won't.
They're also afraid, but they won't tell you that. Because they will they will be treated the same way. Those who they consider as a non-Muslims, these fanatics, right? They will treat those who claim to be moderate the same way. So most of them always avoid them. And they will tell everybody to give in to them and avoid them too.
The Ilori issue. I mean, it shouldn't have gone to that level. But I just quickly, one story. 1994, as a young guy, during our youth service in Jigawa State, 1994. This born again, let me use the word, the born again Christians. They believe we Christians that are not Pentecostal church people, we are not born again, we don't know God, blah, blah, blah. You know how they do, they discriminate. So they had this fellowship and they invited us. We said, well, let's go. Let's not look as if we are devil. So we attended the program. Jigawa State College of Education, Gumel. So we are holding the program. It's like a retreat, praying. We won't believe it. We are praying around, that was the evening, on the weekend. So schools are on break, people in their hostel.
Right.
When we started praying, a crowd started gathering, Mayogu. Like joke. Somebody wanted to tell them that people are praying in the school, in the classroom. Crowd started gathering, my goodness. In fact, that was my first time of seeing death face to face. Death, I saw death face to face. They were coming with knives, stick, dagger, everything you can take. I am telling you, this is not hearsay. I was inside there, praying. But like God will have it, in every 12, there's always going to be, in every bad people, there's always going to be one good person. We didn't have an option. You can't run out of the room. They surrounded the building. So we had no choice than to increase the prayer.
So that they can now tell people, because what you are doing, praying in Jigawa, Sharia, to them, Jigawa is supposed to be Sharia. You should not have any audacity to come and call another or gather together in the name of another religion. That's blasphemy. Now, what they will tell the world is that they may say, all of you gather there, asking, attacking their religion, okay?
The prophet, yes, the prophet, yes. So, these are students we teach. We teach in the school as youth corpers. College of Education, Gumel, Jigawa State. Our own students.
Some of fellow students, they were ready to lynch you.
I've never feared for my life before like that, but I'm over 50. I've never in my life faced that kind of fear in my life. I said, God, is it women I'm going to die in this place? Luckily, somebody, at least one good person among them, sneaked out. I went to call the provost of the school. The provost of the school drove down immediately with his 504 saloon car then. That was our savior. The man spoke to them. The man spoke to them and they dispersed. Then the provost said he's sorry, but next time we should take our gathering somewhere else. Mayogo, we have to relocate to one of the hostels. Hostels of one of the some group of youth corpers. That was how we survived that incident. Mayogo it would have been a history in the dailies.
Like we could have been talking about it today that they killed some coppers in Jigawa for praying.
Yes, so Jigawa and
same way they beheaded the woman in Abuja for preaching. Killed another one again for blaspheming because she told somebody not to pray in front of her shop. She said, please, don't put your mat in front of my shop. Please move to that side. And he said,
do you know that?
Go on.
A year before our service, the previous people that served there, something like that similar happened that caused a big religious problem. that houses were burnt, churches were burnt. It's sad. It's sad.
See,
So
thank you
thank
so
God.
much.
So
Yeah,
thank
I'm
God.
happy that
Thank you.
you are alive to tell this story. There are so many
Yeah,
people
something has
watching.
to be done.
God bless you.
Something has to be done.
Thank you so much,
Bye bye.
CA. I have another person on the line, by the way. Here. Hello.
Hello, my good evening.
Hey, good evening, sir.
My name is Jerry from Texas.
Did you say Joey?
Jerry from Texas.
Jerry. How did I miss that? How far now, Jerry Baba? How you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Great.
Um,
Please.
I actually have how do I call it? I think I left you a message yesterday. I'm sure you probably didn't get it.
Okay.
But that's gonna be maybe when you get chance and listen to your voice message, maybe you can get the message.
Okay. Okay.
But just listening to some of this like your presentation today, I didn't start from the beginning, but I started halfway.
Okay.
I kind of get into it halfway.
Right.
I kind of just thought I should tell you that you see how we can only applaud some of our old parents who actually started from beginning, see this afar off, and feel like the best thing for Nigeria is to break up. I know some of them didn't see far off, but a few did see, and some of them died for it.
Yes.
I feel like the best thing for this country is to break up. But then, again, here is a part of the voice message I left last night. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking that way. Maybe I'm the only one that read my economics backwards or my own accounting backwards.
Okay.
Maybe some of the people that are listening to your presentation can actually think